Hi, Darlene here with Unmaking a Mess, and I am going to try to make this a short video because I just want to gaunt, get on here as I was just kind of, feeling all the feels. So anyway, please share and subscribe. Find me on YouTube titled Unmaking a Mess. Anyway, yeah, so just real quick, just kind of telling you what's on my mind. What's on my mind is I'm really thankful that I am slowly getting over this depression and slight anxiety stage that I've been in for the past couple of months. It's not been a pleasant place to be because it's hard to really feel good about getting anything done. But the one reason why I wanted to get on here and talk to you guys is about my weight. I've gained like all my weight back, and I know I've mentioned this before, and it doesn't feel good at all. I take that back. It doesn't feel good right now, and this is the whole reason why, like, this is all like messy and stuff, although maybe I've looked this way before. Because I walked in the rain from my house to the coffee shop because I felt so bad about how I was feeling and how heavy I felt. We got a picture taken for Easter Sunday, and I just looked at it and I thought, well, that's not quite what I envisioned. And when I say that, it's because, I put all this weight on and I really didn't care. Like, I noticed it and I haven't thought twice about it. In fact, to the point where I felt good about how I appeared, regardless of the slightly thicker thighs and butt and everywhere. And it's just kind of like, you know what? I feel good about myself. It just, I don't know, there's just something about that thickness or something, and I just felt good about it. It was the strangest feeling ever. And I want to get back to that place because there's nothing better than feeling good about who you are, your appearance, and the image that you have for yourself. I think that's really important for us women to just, really not focus on the size of our hips, our waist, and everything. I think there needs to be some discipline to taking care of yourself because I think that's really important to pass on to your children. And especially if you have children, I think it's important for you to take care of yourself so you can be around for a long time. And that's always been my goal, is to really super duper take care of myself for my daughters because I am their only parent and I want to live as long as I possibly can for them. But today when I saw that picture, it just kind of bothered me in ways that it has not in a very long time. Weight has always been an issue for me over the last 14 years or so. Well, pretty much since I had remarried. That's when it kind of started becoming an idol, I guess you would call it, because it was all I could really focus on for my marriage, and it was the one thing that was constantly brought to my attention. And I wish I had been stronger in my confidence and my esteem to say, hey, I'm beautiful the way I am. I know that I'm not overweight, and I definitely was not where I am now at the time. And, I think that would have gone a lot farther than trying to keep up with all the images that we see on social media and among other people that we might hang around, like people at the gym, people at your work. In this case, it was a lot of people, at sporting events. And it took my mind off of who I actually was and who I am now. So right now I'm in this kind of like panic stage, which I'm absolutely sure that Satan really likes that, because he's probably thinking, great, got her out of the depression. That wasn't good, but now she's focused on worrying about her weight. To him, that is a good thing, because he wants us stuck in a place of denial, in a place of uncertainty, because when we are in a place of uncertainty, that's where he can grasp us and get a grip on our fears and keep us, from the joy that we can actually experience, which is what I was experiencing a little while ago, a few weeks ago, and it's all kind of going away. So anyway, I just wanted to say, if any of you have that type of problem with yourself, I would love to hear from you, because I messaged a friend who pretty much spoke on Facebook what I was feeling, that she was doing really well until she hopped on the scale and saw how much she weighed, and it freaked her out so much that she went like on this 5-mile walk, run, jog thing. And I thought to myself, yeah, that's me. That's kind of like what I was feeling today. Looked at the picture of myself and said, screw this. I got to do something about it, if not completely, at least partly. And that's when I threw on my shoes and grabbed my dog, and we started walking. It's about a 3-mile walk from my house to the shop, and I was like dreading it. And I thought, this is stupid. I used to run much farther than this without any hesitation. And now all of a sudden, I can't even walk 3 miles. This is not good. So anyway, set off on my walk, and it really started raining on us. So my daughter came and picked up our dog, gave me an umbrella, asked me if I wanted a ride, and I said no, I needed this for myself. So I want to hear from you. I think as women, we have, a lot of things running through our mind when it comes to our image and to who we are. And regardless if you feel good about who you are and the way you look, I think there's always going to be those questions in our mind of whether or not it is good enough, if it's something that you can accept for yourself. And if so, how do you do that without letting it take over who you are, without obsessing about it? I look at this couple that I was just talking about, and they just have like this gorgeous relationship where they travel and they do all sorts of things. And, when I look at her, I don't see an overweight person. I see someone who is enjoying life. And, I think there is so much value to that we need to take advantage of more. And I think it's a hard balance to put ourselves in, to eat healthy, watch what we eat, continue to exercise somewhat, because it's good for our heart and it's good for our mind, obviously, our bodies, and at the same time not allow it to take over your life to the point where it's all you can think about. That's where I want to get. Wow, really having a hard time talking here. That's where I want to get. That's where I want to get. That's where I want to be again. So anyway, that's what I've got for you today. I love that a pastor associate that I know said that he wanted to just stop and record more videos. I know I've said that before, and I have not been really good at it, but who knows? Maybe one of these days I'll just start doing it like now and try to keep them under 10 minutes. So that's all I got. Love you guys. Take care of yourself. Let me know what you think about the whole image thing and how to get past it, how to balance it, and how to accept who you are and who you are in the image of God. Don't forget to ask Him to come into your life, into your heart, into your mind, into your soul, into your heart, because with Him it is possible. He does not make these things go away. He doesn't make the ice cream go away. He doesn't make the sour gummies go away or the popcorn. That's all me. But He does give you the ability to handle it and for Him to walk through it with you. So, love you guys. Once again, I will be back soon. Take care. Thanks for letting me intrude into your day. All right. See ya. Bye.